Hello everyone, and welcome to the next video here about project planning. And this time I'm going to talk about a concept that is probably less well known to a lot of people, but can be extremely important. This is the exit strategy, or a bailout point, or whatever you would like to consider it in terms of phrasing. But this is just the idea that every project has many points throughout the project where you decide, should I keep going, or did I do something wrong? Or is this not going to be feasible at the end? Or even, oh, well, this other thing happened which makes this irrelevant, right? It's just kind of taking points with yourself or your team or the customer or whoever to make sure that what you're doing is still going down the correct path. So, again, the things to keep in mind here is you want to cut your losses as soon as is reasonable, right? You don't want to use a home security system as an example. If you're trying to make your own, you don't want to buy all of the cameras you think necessarily that you'll need in one go at one time, because you could discover you hate them and it could be hard to return them. So you may want to just buy a small piece to test out a theory, right? To test out how you think you might want things to work, so that you can move on to the next step, right? Whatever that may be. So you're giving yourself an opportunity to cut your losses as soon as possible. So if you hate the camera you buy, that's unfortunate, but okay, you only bought one. You can try to return it. Even if they refuse, well, whatever, right? It's just one camera. If you bought a bunch, now you've got a bigger problem where it's kind of hard to cut your losses because you've already spent most of the project's funds, right? You're just kind of stuck there. So along with this, we can often get trapped in feeling like failure is not okay. Well, if you try something for part of a day, like, I don't know, a YouTube channel, right? If I fail at this YouTube channel or whatever platform these videos go up on eventually, there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't spend money I didn't have. I didn't take out business loans. I didn't spend time that I couldn't mentally afford to give myself on this YouTube channel. And that means that I have set myself up for failing being just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's going to fail at little things in their day-to-day lives, and some of us get unlucky and we fail at bigger things. The important part is making sure that you're reducing the losses you take when you do fail, and you're identifying that you fail as soon as possible. And there's a software term for that comes out of software development strategy called Agile. And you can look into that at your own leisure, but be very careful. It's become a heavily commercialized word, and it's really strayed from the original purpose. But again, point is, failing is fine. And then, there's nothing to stop you from trying again, right? If I get a camera for a security system that I hate, there's nothing to stop me from buying a different camera. I haven't blown the entire project's funds on stuff that is worthless, and therefore, I can try again with remaining project funds to get something that works for me. And you can apply these 3 topics or ideas to any level of project, whether it's personal, like some of the examples I've been using, or a more professional project. And sometimes you'll have a manager or a boss or director or whoever, or teammates, who really appreciate that you're identifying these exit points, where you're saying, okay, I'll know if this part of the project is doable at a price that we like after X number of days, or with the spending of X amount of money, right? And sometimes you'll get where they don't like that. Personally, if they don't like that, I would run, because you can't manage a project or a team without making sure that they understand that early identification of issues is extremely important. So, if you have somebody who you're beholden to who does not appreciate that early identification, I would run. But anyway, I think that's all I want to talk about with regards to an exit strategy or early bail points, or again, whatever terminology you want to use. So I will see you guys in the next one.